shotgun was an old barn find. It's made by Diamond Arms Company, St. Louis, Missouri. There's a lot of broken to it. Looks like it went through quite a bit of struggles in life, and no one took the time to repair it properly, so broke there. Front sights pulled off of it. It does work mechanically. We're just going to repair the stock and the guard. We're going to make a new one. We're not going to repair it. Stick around and see if we can get it done. Went ahead and cleaned it up a little bit. Just wiped it down with a wire brush, brass brush, and steel wool. Tried to clean it up a little bit so it wouldn't have so much grease on the wood that I'm gonna make. It's got a little stamp here. Looks like a 846 and a 3 with a dot. And I'm assuming it was supposed to match, but it doesn't. And this is also hand stamped in here, UV 819. All of this is going to have to be redone. Bolt is very well bent. It looks like it probably dropped or fell or something because of the way the bolt looks. The way this looks, it's all been broken up and the hammer is broken on it. I'm not going to deal with the hammer. I'm going to try to find a new bolt and I'll make the new stocks. Probably have to reuse some things. But let's get into it, see what we can do. So I've got all my lines drawn, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chuck this 12-inch 532 drill bit up into this drill, and while maintaining a straight line here, 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 and here, I'm going to try to keep the hole straight, and this will be my pilot hole. And then I'll go ahead and step up the bottom hole to a 7/16, and then this outer hole, or the back side of the stock, I'm gonna drill it to a 3/4. So if all goes well, we should have a straight hole. If not, let's start over. So let's get it done. So what I'm going to do now, I've gone as far as I want to go on this side. I'm going to flip it over and start on the other side and try to meet in the center. Once the two meet, they should match up perfectly, but more than likely they'll be a little bit off. Well, we're going to see what happens. I'm going to flip it over and we'll go from there. Even if I'm a little off, it doesn't really matter because I've got to open the holes up. This side will be 3/4 and the other side will be 7/16. So here we go. As of right now, I'm pretty straight. It's a little off, but it'll go all the way through. It's just a fraction off. The threaded bolt, I couldn't find another threaded bolt at the hardware store, so I straightened it out the best I could. It's a whole lot better than it was. I just I ran this nut onto here and just kind of tapped it real gently with a hammer and straighten it back out a little bit. Still got a little bow in it, but I think once I start trimming this up and getting it to fit on the stock or the barrel, I think everything will slide in nice and smooth. So let's get it fitted.
There's a hairline crack while I was sanding. It goes through there. I'm afraid it's going to break off. And there's some voids here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build me a little box, fill it with epoxy, and try again. Hopefully it'll penetrate through that wood and harden it. So let's see what I can do. I've taken a plastic cup, stuck it down in there, heated it up with a heat gun, melted it, but it still holds water. And what I'm going to do, just to decrease the volume, that way I wouldn't have so much epoxy that was wasted. So I drew a little line and measured it out, split the difference in between the two cups, and I'm going to use this Total Boat tabletop epoxy because that's what I have. We'll pour a 1-to-1 ratio, stir it up real good, and then pour it in there and let it set. So let's go ahead and make that happen. It's been a few days. The epoxy's set, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the epoxy off, file it back down, and see what we got. I'm going to do that off camera because same process as before. So stick around and I'll get back to it. So not every project is a success. We have a little bit of issues, and I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on it. I've sanded too much. I just don't like the way it's turning out. So I'm gonna put this in the closet and watch a few more videos on how to make a stock. This could all be sanded down. You wouldn't see too much of it. But the bolt is bent and it's creating stress. And there's a few things that I did wrong sanding down wise. I mean, I could continue to sand and get it to fit, but just need a little bit more practice on it, I think. So I'm going to retire this project for right now. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This time I partially succeeded. All right, thanks for watching.